Throughout our lives as students, we may have read a book or two for book reports and research papers. But some may have read a collection or a library, perhaps. But whether you are a bookworm or not, you may have at least read one book in your life. Today, we bring you a special episode showcasing Dumaguete's first all-local bookstore. They feature books, artworks, and stationeries from local authors, local artists, and local shops.
Today, we give you an all-access pass to Ikaduhang Andana only here on Galleria6200.
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time.
Today, I am here with Ms. Shay Du, the owner and manager of Ikaduhang Andana. On behalf of my mini team, which is Galleria6200, we would like to thank you for choosing us as one of your media partners.
Thank you. It's my honor.
So, as curious as everyone is, we would like to know the concept behind this entire bookstore. How did you come up with the idea of opening a bookstore here?
Actually, kanina balay na mo, it's really my family's house na akong lola o lolo ilang gipalit since I don't know how long. The original plan was parking lot ra jud unta ni. Actually, the whole thing parking lot ra, be parking. For some reason, akong mom kay siya mo ga-handle sa almost everything regarding this building. Inga siya na, parking lot, pero butang mag coffee shop. Inga po na, kung coffee shop pa siya, especially since, di ba na coffee shop with speakers. So, kailangan na mo tabangan ang coffee shop din So, nanguta na siya na mo na, what goes with the coffee shop, di ba? So, obviously, bookstore. So, gano'n na dyan kung mag-bookstore. I think, tanan na bookworms mag-dream dyan na, like, have your own library.
So, what I really love about this place is the fact that they're showcasing local artists. Because I am a Philippine Studies major and I am fascinated with Filipino authors, Filipino writers, and Philippine literature as a whole. So, kung yun na akong pinaka-favorite about my course is that, or we're studying about literature, culture, and language as a whole. So, unang ninong luto nga kinahanglan dyan ako mastorya ang Ikaduhang Andana kay Marcia perfect haven for me. But I have to ask for my viewers to know, ano Ikaduhang Andana ang inyong name sa bookstore?
So, there are two reasons why it was Ikaduhang Andana. Because originally, when we came up with Ikaduhang Andana, which literally means second story, because may second floor, second story. But the other side of it, the more meaningful side, which really shows our purpose, is second story, but ang story walay E. So like, the second story, or basically like the sequel. Filipino literature, we really had that golden age before modernization, before globalization, blah blah blah, and especially before the pandemic. Visprint was one of the most powerful, most awarded publishing houses, and it closed down like a few weeks ago. Like wala na jud sila. So after realizing that, it became all the more meaningful. Now we want to create that sequel na after, you know, we thought it was the end of Dumaguete literature. There are so many actually, and like currently multi-awarded Dumaguete writers, but no one knows them. So we want to have that sequel, to a second story, a second chance to make these Philippine and Dumaguete literature shine, to give them the spotlight even after pila na ka years.
How did you choose the books na imo iputangin sa bookstore?
First of all, I went by publisher, and ordering masayon siya and cheaper to order direct sa publisher. So what I did was, I looked at both the best-selling, the ones that were like historically impactful and also award-winning. And also there's also the people who request certain books.
What I love about Ikaduhang Andana, aside from its beautiful interiors, is pareha siya og goal sa Galleria6200, and that is to showcase local talent, local artists here, not just here in Dumaguete City, but also in the entire country. So, unsa imong pinaka-goal ani nga place?
Yeah, I mentioned it katong slogan na ako lang kung sino was for rediscovering the past, exploring the present, and building the future. Ang rediscovering the past, so like, diba, as I mentioned earlier, not a lot of people know where are nanong maayo kayo ang literature from Dumaguete. I think kaning second goal namo, which is katong exploring the present, is something that we share in common, like very closely. The first step towards that specific goal, it's behind you, this one. This one, Commissioner's Corner. So, artists, no matter what medium, if they're open for commissions, they can display their portfolios here. I think I'm gonna expand this shelf pagani. Building the future. Yeah, so aside from obviously books, if you read books, you get to learn how to write. And if not, we're also planning in the future to hold like workshops, seminars here on writing, maybe. And obviously, building also exposure for these people.
Mura siya og haven for literature,
Yeah.
Philippine literature.
Philippine literature.
Also a place where people can come over to read books, appreciate the culture, and at the same time to study also, because
Yeah.
I think you're going to have a space here na for the people who study their exams,
Yes.
and also you're going to entertain employees and our frontliners
Yes.
for medicals. So kumaga all-in-one siya nga.
All-in-one, yes.
To appreciate what we have here.
So for those who want to avail of free reading these books and don't want to buy, we want to cater to your needs by giving you the choice of either paying hourly to be able to stay here, read any book you want. So you have hourly, you can go buy a coupon package, which is 15 hours plus 1 free coffee. Those hours, they don't expire. So like for example, if you use an hour today, and to an extreme case, what if mubalik ka 10 years later? Those those hours are still valid for as long as you need. Di mi ganahan ma-pressure ka to read. And our highest, most premium package is the per month membership. So it's unlimited use. It also has a lot of perks where, since diba this one is only one book per, you can reserve a book in advance. You can reserve an area. So for example, if ganadyo ka sa Instagrammable na areas, magpa-reserve ka ana for certain hours. You also get that free coffee. For example, we're planning to have a special event per month pag mag-grand opening namin. So all events, free na ka entrance if you are a member. People need to know these days.
Ano kung wondering? Regular. Kay dili ko bookworm, pero pag about na gani siya sa Philippine literature, Philippine language, Filipino culture, we're nagmo. So aside from the books, I think you also have you also support the local artists here in Dumaguete, so you showcase some of their products also.
Yes. So those artists who have like shops good, like for example, si Crafted, si Voice Crafts. Si Voice Crafts. Very nice, good.
So aside from Voice Crafts Crafted, I think you also have
Biblio, and then Mayari Co, but they're more on stationery, not necessarily art.
So if one mo diri na may libro, na pa may bookmark, na pa may stationaries na pwede mo mag-write, and all that. About to get inside Ikaduhang Andana, come join me.
What I love about the place is that they really celebrate local talents, local authors, and it's a really nice place to study, and it's a nice place to hang out. It's something unique to Dumaguete.
I think you can also invite everyone about Biblio Dumaguete. Na sila display there, guys. So if you want or need bookmarks for if student ka or whatever, na si Biblio Dumaguete they provide.
So we at Biblio Dumaguete, we have magnetic bookmarks, so you can have them customized, so you can send in your own designs or you can choose from our designs, and they're also very affordable at 20 pesos each.
So Shay, moving forward, what is your vision for Ikaduhang Andana in the years to come?
So I really want Ikaduhang Andana to become a staple for all Dumaguete locals, and maybe it'll be a hotspot for all tourists. tourists because Dumaguete is sayang. It produces such good writers, but there hasn't really been like a dedicated avenue for us to showcase those writers and to showcase what Dumaguete really has to offer. I also want it to be a safe space. As I mentioned earlier, we want to have weekly activities, community activities, like whether it be musical na open mic or like poetry na open mic or like this like stand-up comedy, mga film showing, almost anything na every week na agyod, so that it really becomes a place where it's not only like just for reading, just for buying stuff. It becomes a community in itself. I just want in the future that it really becomes that place, one of the places you think of whenever you think of Dumaguete.
Alright, Shay, can you invite everybody to come and visit Ikaduhang Andana?
So, hi everyone, hi to all Galleria6200 viewers. I hope you can come stop by at our little bookstore here, Ikaduhang Andana. It's behind Silvan University Medical Center on the second floor of the building behind it. I hope you can come stop by, read or buy a book or just talk to us. Thank you so much for having me.
Alright, make sure that you make time for Ikaduhang Andana one of these days because they have finally opened their doors for you. You can grab a book, drink your coffee, or just chill, and you can also purchase souvenirs and books also from their very beautiful bookstore. And you may like their page on Instagram and also follow them. Ikaduhang Andana was born out of love for the city and hope for its people. I can't wait for this small haven to become a sanctuary for passion, for creativity, and solidarity, as well as this is literally a collection of creative artists and writers all over the Philippines, most especially from Dumaguete City. We continue to encourage you to promote, advocate, and support our local brands here in the city, as Dumaguete will never fail to surprise you.
Join us again next week as we continue to showcase local talents and shops only here on Galleria6200, bringing the art of the city to you.